Welcome to this new video. This video is regarding DAX and advanced DAX. So here we have given a problem statement that you need to get the total sales or total revenue or total profit from the selected date. So here we are having the details. We are having the sales table, all the dates and all the sales, what happened in that dates. But we are having the dates in the slicer also. So whichever date you're going to select in the slicer, from that day onwards till the last day, you need to get the sales amount. So suppose you're selecting the 20th January 2002 22. So here from 20th January 2022 till 25th January, you need to get the sum. So we got it as 23. So how we are going to achieve that? So simply if you are writing dates between, it won't work. So what you are going to do, you can use date between. The start date will be the selected value. So the selected value you can give it in a variable, and the start date you can give it in a variable for selected value. So if it is 20th January, if you're selecting that, that will be the start date. Otherwise, the start date will be the first date. Now that the end date is the problem, because if you're writing the end date and if you're giving it as max of this date, and if you're selecting this selected slicer, that will become the max of this date. Whichever value is selected will become the max of this date. So you need to take off this filter from this date column. So what you need to do is that you can provide a variable for max date, and in that max date you can select the max date of this date column, and then you can remove the filter from this date column. And finally, you can calculate everything inside the dates between function. You can see an example of that. So now we are having a small data set of date revenue. So we'll take it in a table right now. So we have taken this metrics table and we'll provide the date in that and the revenue for that. And then we are going to give the slicer. And in the slicer, we have to select the date column in the slicer, and we will use it as list itself. So we have a slicer with the date and we have the table with date and the revenue. So what we need to achieve is that if you click here for 19th January, from this 19th January to 25th January, you need to give the sum of this revenue and you need to display it in the cart. So right now, if you are clicking the date, only that will be filtered. You don't want that to be filtered because you need to check the amount. So you can use the format and edit and interactions, and you can take off the filter. Now we will select the card and we will give the total for that card. So this is the total revenue, and now we need to get the revenue or the sales, whatever date you are selecting till the last. So if you are selecting the 18th January, from here till here you need to get. But here, since it is a filter context, it will be showing the value for 18th January only. So for that, we need to select the new measure. And in this measure, we will give the name as revenue from date equals to, we can create a variable start date equals to selected date, selected value of date, and now variable end date equals to, actually that is the max date of date, but you have to remove the filters from that max date. So you can use calculate max date and then you remove the filter from sales date. Now you can return and then you can create the dates between calculate function. So calculate sum of sales revenue dates between, and you can give the date and then start date and end date. So since we have taken off the filters from this date, of course you are going to get the exact 25th January as the max. So whichever date you are going to select from that till 25th January, you will be getting, and corresponding sales will be summed and it will be displayed. So you can copy and paste this stuff and you can remove the field and you can give the next field. Since we have not selected anything, now it has taken from 1st January to the end. Now we are going to select the end date. So it is showing the end date only. Now we will give 24th January. That is one above the end date. So you can see it is adding up 24th January and 25th January. That means 629 plus 134. It is getting 763. Now, of course, we can select the first day till the end date. This is the value. Now you can select the second day. So the entire value minus 463 it will be. So whichever date you give, from that day onwards till the end day, it will be shown. So if you are selecting 20th January, from 20 till 25 it is shown. If you are not selecting the entire table, it will be shown. So this is how we can take away the filter and you can show the dates between for the selected date till the end date. Hope it will be a valuable video for you. Have a nice day.